to Healthy Cooking with Shayda. I'm your host, and this is where I teach you how to make healthy plant-based meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. Well, it's pumpkin season. It's the fall, so we've got squashes, pumpkins everywhere. Everything is pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin. So today we are going to be making a chocolate chip pumpkin oat muffin, and it is absolutely delicious. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, and so that way you'll be notified for everything that we do and all the new videos that come out. All right, so you guys are ready? Let's get started. We are going to start with some ground oat flour. Now, this is just rolled oats that I've gone ahead and ground it myself in my Vitamix, and it's super easy to do, so you don't need to go out and buy already ground oat flour. You can easily do it yourself. Next, we're going to need, obviously, pumpkin spice. Now, when it comes to pumpkin spice, make sure that you get really good pumpkin spice, because sometimes, if they're old, the flavor, the smell, everything's going to be gone. So you want to make sure that you get really good pumpkin spice. Now, I get mine from Savory Spice, and Savory Spice is online. You can find them online. You can also go to Penzeys and get it from there, or you can get it from local spicery if you already live in that area and can get it. So we're going to add the pumpkin spice to this. Next, we are going to be adding a little bit of cinnamon. Now, the recipe for this is going to be on my website at healthycookingwithshayda.com, so please make sure to check for this recipe and for other recipes that I have on the website. We are also going to be adding baking powder and baking soda. Now we're going to be adding our baking soda. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm first doing all the dry ingredients, because it makes it so much easier just to get all the dry ingredients started, and then we're going to go to the wet ingredients, and it'll be a lot easier. Now, we are going to add vanilla powder. I don't like using the liquid vanilla because a lot of times it's hard to find the alcohol free. If you can find it alcohol free, wonderful. But I'm going to post a link to the vanilla powder that I use. This is La Faza, and it's pure Madagascar ground vanilla. And I'm telling you guys, once you try this, you're not going to try anything else. It smells so good, and it is absolutely delicious. So now that we have all of our dry ingredients, take a whisk, and you want to make sure that you whisk everything together so that it's all completely incorporated. So once that's done, we're going to set that aside, and we're going to get all of our wet ingredients together. So what goes in to our wet ingredients? Well, obviously, pure pumpkin. This is from Trader Joe's. It's organic pumpkin, and there's nothing else in here. It's just pumpkin. That is it. You don't want to have it mixed with anything else. So go ahead and pour this in. In the meantime, I've got the oven preheating at 350 degrees. You want to get that started. And there it goes. So now we know that it's ready. Now we're going to add our applesauce. And this is unsweetened applesauce. So we're going to put in about a half a cup of applesauce. This pumpkin recipe is absolutely delicious, and I really hope you guys will enjoy it. So we're going to add that in here. Next, we are going to add 1/3 cup of plant milk. And today I'm going to be using almond milk for this, and so we are going to be adding that to our wet ingredients. We're adding about 1/3 cup. Again, the recipe is on my website, healthycookingwithshayda.com. Pour that in here. To this mixture, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of date syrup just to sweeten it up a little bit. It does need a little bit of a sweetener. And the date syrup, you can either get it from the Date Lady, and she is online, or our Trader Joe's carries it, which makes it really convenient. So now we're going to go ahead and mix everything. And you're going to want to make sure that this is completely mixed. And it does take a little while, maybe like about a minute or so. Now to this, I will be adding 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. But you're not going to be able to taste the apple cider vinegar, so not to worry. It'll be all good. Go ahead and give that a good mix. And it's going to look something like that. Now you're going to go ahead and take all this wet mixture, and you'll be adding it to the dry mixture. This recipe is super easy to do, you guys. And you can get your kids involved, and they'll have fun making, and it'll be fun to be everybody in the kitchen and baking together. Fun times. Once everything's in here, go ahead and mix everything. Now you've got a couple of options here to this, because it is a chocolate chip. I use the 100% pure cacao, and this is by Pasha. There's no sugar added. It's 100% cacao, dark chocolate. This is what I add to it. Now, we're only adding probably about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, depending on what you want. If you do not want to use the chocolate chips, substitute raisins in there, or dried cranberries, or whatever you like. But I do add a little bit of chocolate chip. And then we're going to mix everything together. Make sure that all the flour gets really incorporated in here. And that's what that batter should look like. So when I come back, I'm going to show you guys how to put that in your muffin cups. All right, guys, we're back, and I have a silicone muffin pan. You do not have to line it with paper cups, but I like to do it. It makes it for an easier cleanup and all that. And I'm using unbleached parchment paper for the baking cups. I find that they come off pretty easily. I buy them online. I will put a link in the show notes for you guys so you can see what I'm getting. So now we're going to go ahead and start filling up our muffins. Now you want to fill this up till about 3/4 of the way. All right, so I've gone ahead and filled our muffins. Now, as an option, I have chopped up pecans. They're raw pecans, and I've chopped up raw pumpkin seeds. If you wish, you can add this to your batter, but I'm not adding it to the batter. And I've gone ahead and mixed the two. And what I like to do is sprinkle it on top, just to give it an extra little bit of crunch, color, whatever you want to call it. It just makes it really nice and pretty. And when you put it on, just with your hand or with your fingertips, just push it down just a little bit, because if not, I've noticed that they have a tendency to slide off. But it just makes it a lot of fun. And it makes it really actually pretty tasty. Again, this is completely optional. You don't have to do this at all. You can leave it off. I've done it both ways, and it tastes fantastic. But I just thought, especially now with the holidays coming up, it would be, you know, an extra little thing. It'll be nice. Anyway, so our oven has preheated. We're at 350. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. And once it's done, it's ready to go, I'll take it out and I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, so our timer has gone off and we're going to take the muffins out of the oven. Check that out. Look how beautiful that looks. And a lot of times before taking it out, this is probably redundant for you guys, but you can stick a toothpick just to make sure that it comes out clean. It does, so we're good. And I'm gonna let it sit here for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna take it out of the pan and put it on the cooling rack. So once it's ready, I'll be back and I'll show you what happened. Well, as you can see, our muffins are done. Here's one of them, and let's try it out. It's been cooling. And I love these parchment paper. Look how easily this comes off. Take a look at that. With the inside. This is really good, you guys. It's moist, you can taste the chocolate, you can taste the spices, everything. I can't wait for you guys to try this. Like I said, this will be on the website. The recipe will be on the website, Healthy Cooking with Shayda. If you please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please make sure to comment, as I really love to hear your comments. You guys have been really wonderful in doing that. And it's been really nice to interact with you guys. But I want to thank you for watching another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. And until next time, remember guys, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. Have a good day.